What's going on, you circle throwing maniacs? I am not feeling good. I wanted to film weekly tea. I wanted to go out and kind of talk about the future of the channel and some other things like that. But I am coming down with like a severe cold or maybe the flu. I don't know. Today we're gonna hang out here in the little editing booth, you know, and we're gonna critique my form. We're gonna watch a couple different forms from this Gatekeeper Media video. We got Ricky, we have Simon. Emerson Keith is the reason that I picked this video because fellow little guy, you know. The thing about recording videos of yourself playing all the time, there are things about my form that I don't like and I have to watch it week after week, day after day. And like I said, Emerson Keith is a fellow little guy and I know that he does not struggle to hit 400 feet. I can hit 400 feet, but it's definitely a rip for me. Also, right before we get into it, I want to say that if you stick around to the end, I'm going to put another disc in the bag for the bag giveaway. So if you want to see what's going to get added, stick around to the end. But let's get right into this form critique. All right, let's start off watching Emerson. All right, we'll see his run up here. He's running up towards the end of the tee pad. All right, and then that back foot is slowly getting a parallel. We see that his plant foot is on his run up is facing like 45 degrees. It's like not like 90, like towards the camera or like you and me, the side of the tee pad. All right, and then right here, that back foot isn't parallel. It's pointing toward like this back corner of the tee pad here. All right, and then something that's crazy about Emerson, I don't understand it, is he does not extend. Look at his, this is his full hair. Actually, there's his full extension, which is crazy. You'll see when we watch Simon and Ricky that their full extension is a full extension. This guy extends, like, there's his power pocket. This guy extends, this is his full extension here. It's not out, it's not out. His full extension is like right here. And he just brings that all the way through, which is insane. All right, but we see that back foot is pointed to the corner of the tee pad. And then when he plants, all right, he plants, and his plant foot is 90 degrees, facing us, facing this edge of the tee pad here. And then he's punching down with that off arm, and his back leg is rotating, and he's getting that bend in it. And then power, this is like true power pocket here. Brings that thing in so tight to his body. I know that's something I need to work on a little bit. I hit the power pocket, but I know from just watching myself that I don't bring it in like as close to my body as I should be. And then I want to see his release point here. Something I said in another video is that you should be releasing out in front of your body here and having it snap out. That's from watching Cole Rodolin throw. But I'm seeing like these other throwers, they're not doing that. He's still holding on to the disc right here in this frame. And then he releases, and then he releases like kind of in front of his body. He's not releasing here. He's kind of bringing it here and releasing like out here. It's not out here in front of him. He's kind of releasing like there. He has not struggled with distance or hitting that 400 foot mark as much as I do. He actually can probably hit it every time he wants. Follow through. I want to see that heel rotation on his plant foot. Plants, spin it, and then he rotates on his heel until his like toes are pointed at the fairway. Something to note. And then I want to see that follow through on his throwing arm. Also his off arm punching down, getting stiff so he can rotate as quickly as possible. And then let's look at that throwing arm. Yeah, great follow through. I think Simon's up next, so watch him. The man, probably the smoothest form in disc golf. Everyone says it. This man, one of the farthest throwers of discs on this planet. While he is a lot lankier than I am, I think you should watch form of the guy that throws probably the farthest ever. You can say Wiggins, but technically he has the record now. But farthest throwing touring pro. All right, we'll see his run up here. We notice that something different from Emerson Keith is that he's already getting that back foot parallel to the edge of the tee pad here. He's already pointing his toe to like the edge of the tee pad. Emerson was kind of running up at like a diagonal, or his feet were kind of like at a diagonal as he was running up. Simon keeps that foot parallel. He also has this, he's also running up with the disc right here, like Emerson did. Let's see. Then he's opening up here, he's bringing that off arm back so he can punch it down and get that extra spin from his body. And then from here, something I always thought is that this back foot here should also be parallel, but I've been noticing that all of the pros have it pointed like towards this corner of the tee pad, so they can help open up, and then it adds just an extra bit of like rotation on like their hips and their body. If you have that back foot parallel, then you're kind of closing off that extra turn that you're giving your hips and your body. And then yeah, look, compare this to I think he's fully, yeah. Compare this extension to Emerson Keith's. I don't understand how Emerson throws so far, dude. His plant foot pointed right at us at this edge of the tee pad. Let's hit the power pocket. As he's spinning, rotating, his arm's coming down. And then when he hits the power pocket, it's all the way directly down. We see his back leg again being bent here on this kind of an angle. It's not straight, he's bending inwards, his knee's bending inwards. And then let's see his release point here. See, he's not directly in front of his body. Let's go back to that. Let's go back to that release point. He's releasing like right there. But notice how he's not like fully extended when he's releasing. It's still, Rodolin is the reason I made a video about how you should release in front of your body, because that's what Rodolin does. He releases like right here, and then the disc spins like directly in front of him. I think every other touring pro in this video does not do that. They kind of release a little bit like right here. It's not like directly pointed to where they're throwing, and it's not directly in front of them. It's kind of somewhere in the middle. Like if this is 90 degrees, this is 90 degrees, this is 45, this is 0 degrees. It's closer to like 45. And that follow through, the man. Actually, let's look at his rotation on his heel. See, he rotates even past pointing the fairway. The Emerson Keith's toe was pointed straight. And then you see that Simon rotates even beyond that. And then Ricky's next. The reason I'm including Ricky in this video also is because I have a tendency to down snap, which if you don't know what down snapping is, this is like a normal follow through, is you're keeping the disc level the whole time getting there, or I guess level the whole time getting there. But Ricky, and I have a tendency to do this too, is down snap, which it's not a bad thing. It can help you generate more spin, but it's coming like from here instead of here, coming from here down to the power pocket here, rather than straight to the power pocket here. It's a down snap. Helps you get some spin on there. Ricky does it. I have a tendency to do it. Let's watch him run up here. See, unlike Simon, that step right there is not parallel. Kind of like Emerson angling, running up the tee pad. Then something that you notice with Ricky that not a lot of other players do is you see he's even less than parallel. Like he's like his front foot and his run up points even more to like this back corner of the tee pad. It's not straight to like the camera or like toward like our view right now. And then I didn't realize Ricky was a hopper, honestly. I didn't know that he did the little hop step, but then he hops here, that back foot pointed to the corner of the tee pad, and then he'll get that plant foot. That plant foot is even kind of slightly, it's not parallel, it's slightly angled like inwards, which if you can get that good heel rotation, probably adds even more like body momentum spin to you. And then again, a full extension unlike Emerson Keith, and something Ricky does with his off arm, I would say like through watching, he does it probably better than most players, even most players on tour, is look how tightly that off arm is tucked into his body. It's like kind of like pushing up against his his side. and then he brings it down like this. Whereas players will like force it down, or he kind of like does one of the, I don't know how to explain it. You know, he'll get to the power pocket, his arms fully down, punch in, he's kind of stiff, that back leg, once again, knee bent inward, and then he's gonna straighten out that plant leg. Not as much as I thought. Let's go back here, because I want to see his heel rotation. His heel plants coming through, power pocket. His release is like right there. It's not directly forward. It's kind of that same, like this is like your zone. It's not like 90 degrees. It's not out here. It's somewhere in the middle right here is when he's releasing. Yeah, rotating. It's even more. Knees pointed, and he, like Emerson Keith, his toe is pointed down the fairway. He doesn't rotate it more so. All right, now let's take a look at my form. All right, so this is from the video I referenced earlier, actually, where I was talking about like the Coldradalen release point, and this is from like lots of players are bringing like rackets to like warm up with. That's kind of what the video is about. Anyway, I pulled this from that video. Let's start my run up. I would say like Ricky. I thought this was a bad thing until I watched Ricky do it. I'm kind of, this foot is pointed like towards this corner of the tee pad. Or it's like, yeah, it's pointing there. And this back foot, like all of them, pointed towards this corner of the tee pad. Plant foot, parallel to the tee pad. So this is kind of where, up until here, I'm happy with what I got going on. We'll check my off arm. My off arm, it's not really punching down. It's kind of just rotating and swinging through and not like punching down and helping me get that. You want to punch down to a more rapid spin rather than like using the force of your arm and like swinging it through like this. That's not going to give you as much speed and like rotation on your body than if you open up, punch down, and have that more rapid spin. Check my release point. I kind of missed the frame here, but honestly it is somewhere in that, like it's not directly in front of my body. I would say like if I am looking at these other videos of these other pros, I might be releasing even slightly, like I'm talking like an inch later. And then from here, my I'm wearing sweatpants, but this knee is bent in, my leg is parallel. The bottom half of my body here, I'm happy with. It's mostly the top half. I'm not punching down. Well, until we get to here, because I'm about to break my ankle here. Check this. Watch this heel rotation. My heel rotation is not the best. I'm not really rotating my heel, I'm kind of just rotating my whole foot and like sliding it. And then once I get here, I'm like pointed at like this corner or like slightly towards this corner of the tee pad. It's not forward towards the fairway. And I'm gonna break my ankle because on my follow through, it stays there. I just thought it was kind of funny when I was watching that back. I would like more heel rotation, just more spin on my body. You can see here that it is not completely, the disc is not completely tucked into my body like most of those pros. Lots of those pros like touch their chest and or like graze it. But I bring it through it, and I still have kind of like a distance in between. I'm coming to like 90-ish, but I want to come even more like 90 degrees. I'm bending it in, but not exactly 90 degrees. And I think that's gonna be key for me in generating more spin. Honestly, now watching back, I might slightly be rounding. Let's look at this extension here compared to Simon's. Yeah, I might definitely be rounding if we're looking at mine compared to Simon's. So it looks like I'm pointed a little bit more. Simon comes through and he's like out here, and I think it has to do with my run up and my toes being pointed to like this corner of the tee pad here. That it lead me to round a little bit, because I'm kind of here when I should be a little bit like here. Rounding definitely will kill your distance. So my key takeaways, at least right now, what I need to be working on, I would like to have a more parallel run up, because I'm almost running up backwards. I'm okay with this back foot getting to here. I don't know, I guess it doesn't matter. As long as I hit here. The best example I found of my off arm swinging through. If you notice like some of my other, like pretty much every other throw, if you watch like any of my videos, you'll notice my off arm is hanging up here a lot. I swing it through, like I swing it through like this, when you should be punching down and getting that aggressive spin from your body. And I'd also like to rotate on my heel a little bit more. What that's telling me is that I'm not really committed to the spin that I'm using on my body. It's a lot of like upper body. I need to get that lower body. I need to get my hips a lot more involved. It looks like my hips might even be rotating too early. Yeah, I'm getting a little ahead of myself, which is something that I know. I definitely get ahead of myself. I think it's like, I don't know, excitement, adrenaline. I just need to calm down and kind of hit that power pocket more directly in front of my body. It looks like I'm kind of hitting the power pocket instead of here. I'm kind of hitting it like here, or like slightly not parallel, which will kill some distance a little bit. The good things that I see are like my lower body positioning, at least like right here, my knees bent inward. And then I straighten out that leg so I can rotate on that heel. But I straighten the leg so I can rotate on my heel, but I don't actually rotate on that heel. See, this also, like where the disc is, I'm coming from down, but I still like have a slight down snap. If you see like right there, I'm kind of like, I come down, but then I'm kind of like doing one of these. Like I'm starting down here, and then when I get to here, I'm like here, and then I down snap, which that cannot be good, because you want to kind of move the disc on one line, and I feel like it's not moving on one line if it's doing that. So I know I don't have the worst form, and this is definitely like a video hard critiquing myself. So if I'm in a wide open field and someone says, hey, throw 450 feet, I want to be able to throw 450 feet and not be like, oh, we'll see, you know. Like I want to be pretty confident in throwing like 400, 450 eventually. I'm not there yet. I can hit 400, but I feel like I'm really ripping on it, and I definitely cannot have anything around me. It has to be very open. If there's some things that you guys noticed in my form, this is the video to critique it, okay? This is the video to be like, yeah, you're not doing this right, you're not doing that right. Because on this one, I'll definitely listen, and I'll take all of them into consideration. If you have questions about your form, ask them in the comments. I reply to pretty much every single comment. So if you have questions, let me know, and my other fellow commenters will help you out. If you haven't joined the Discord, my Discord, I'm very proud, is not a very power struggle heavy Discord. There's not a lot of big egos in there. So if you come in there and you ask a question, we'll help you out. That's enough critiquing for today. I have stuff that I need to work on. So let's end the video throwing a new disc in the bag, yeah. All right, so we're at the giveaway bag here. If you don't know about the giveaway, giving away this bag with some sick discs in there. If you don't know what's in there already, I'll go through them. Got new 2023 Section Firebird in there. That was the most recent edition. Then I also have this Crystal Palm Beth Luna prototype glow proxy in there. That's Mania Zetas Moon CD1. We have this 4 Claw Undertaker. We have this Get Freaky Zone. And what I'm adding today, since I need some faster distance drivers in here, I got this 6 Claw Heat. This one, I will say, has been thrown like once or twice. It's not brand new, but it's thrown once or twice. We didn't hit any trees with it. It's probably only thrown in the field once or twice thrown. It's pretty much brand new. Oh yeah, and I also have this oversized Palm Beth Luna. We're closing in on 1,000 subscribers. Who knows? It might be this week. This thing might be getting sent out this week. After this video, I'm gonna send out some of the other giveaways, some like the starter set giveaways, and from the bag battle. At the end of the bag battle, a couple of them that don't make it in my bag, I also give away. So if you entered in some like the bag battle giveaways or some of the starter set showdown giveaways, go back to those videos and make sure you didn't win. I replied to some of your comments asking you to email me your shipping addresses. Also, don't make fun of me. I know I'm wearing these pants. I'm sick. Leave me alone. I wanted to do more of like where my channel is going direction for like this video today, but but I ended up not being able to go and play, and I kind of wanted to have the video focus more on like an actual topic like form today. But if you don't know, I am officially a collaborator with Prodigy Discs. So you can use my code Owen on prodigydisc.com and get 50% off. 15% off. Sorry, I'm sick. So if you already buy Prodigy anyway and you want some money off, use my code. Also, if you go to the pinned comment, there's a link, and once you hit that link, just peruse their store and I'll get a kickback too. I know not everyone throws Prodigy. I urge you to at least try, because I think they have the most comprehensive line of discs. Like if you throw distance drivers and you're like, oh, my distance driver's too overstable, I don't know what to get next. For Prodigy, it's pretty easy. Distance driver, their D1 is their most overstable distance driver. And then if you throw that and you're like, it's a little bit too overstable for me, try the D2, it's gonna be flippier. And then if that one's too overstable, try the D3, that'll be even flippier than that. And it goes down that way. They do that for everything. Their approach discs are their A series, so they're A1, 2, 3, 4. Mids, M1, 2, 3, 4. It's very self-explanatory. M4 is one of their sickest discs. It's like the Buzz. Many people swear by the M4, saying it's straighter than the Buzz. Also the F7 by them, great turnover disc. And I know people throw like their F2s for like their workhorse fairway. Very comprehensive over at Prodigy. I'm trying to get other manufacturers to collaborate with me so I can get you discount codes for them too. So if you guys want to support the channel and buy your favorite discs, you can do that. But as of right now, Prodigy is the only manufacturer that's collaborating with me. Shout out Prodigy, they're friggin' awesome. Also, if you haven't heard, and soon I'm gonna have one to show you guys. They recently had a deal with the NHL to where now they can stamp their discs with NHL logos. So if you're a hockey fan and a disc golf fan, check that out. And like I said, use code Owen for 50% off. Anyways, that's enough for me today. I'm gonna drink some fluids and take some medicine, mail out some giveaway winners today. If you made it this far in the video, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Ooh, what is this? What is this? See ya later.